It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Coming out, throwing is Baker. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Throw is there, Trey McBride. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's on the move. He's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. They got him the ball back.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. They'll run with Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. They'll go again with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Connor can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Baker now from the gun. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. they'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
From the 32. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46.
46-yard line. Let's go now. 69. Ready?
To throw here on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He loses the football. And the Cardinals grab it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
King. Attack.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Regular.
We're 1 quarter in.
The end of the 1st quarter. With the score.
Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
Pistol. Point it right. Hey, alert. Done.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Alert. Done.
From the red zone now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead off the turnover. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals make it a 10-point ball game.
49ers nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Here he is on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Oh.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers at a deficit. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. A give left side to McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 13. Into the hands of Kittle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and long for him here. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Jalen Thompson makes the play. 30. The 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, shot.
Back to the air following the pick six. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Kittle brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw it on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They've got a man in motion.
19 Lion.
Second and 10 now. Sideline throw is complete to Pearsall. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Set it.
They are throwing it again. He's got it. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
The 49ers now line up for the 2-point conversion.
They kick the running back in motion.
Come 19, come 19. Ready?
He's throwing for it. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room.
49ers 6.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
70 range, 70 range. Go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Get
Here he is to throw on second down. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Shotgun now on third down. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 2. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. Bouncing football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a 49er first down. Back to throw. Completed here to McCaffrey.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go play action on first. Flushed out of the pocket. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Back to throw now. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Baker. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hey, 33.
Warren here from the gun. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Regular. Run. Watch out.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's on the move. The ball is loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
Point it right. Hey, alert. Watch out.
Third and short, Mayfield. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Hey, we're 33. Real. Yep.
From the red zone now. That one's complete, right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Up. Alert. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Good. Done.
Baker now from the gun. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's Cardinals football, currently in position to advance in the postseason. Fourth down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. A very short kick here from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in by Ayuk. Get some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that makes it 4th down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
60 Maverick. Ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. They connect for the first. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. He's trying to push the field. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Baker. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Run. Pistol.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Throw complete to Warren. And he's tackled for a short gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield to throw again. He's got it near the 10. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. 1st and goal, Warren. Shoots one defender. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. He picks up 6. They're going to have 2nd and goal at the 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 1 yard on the pickup. Oh, boy, now they're facing 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a 1st down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
60 Eagles.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Come on.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. 70 range. Go.
Dropping back to throw. Forced out to his right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Man in motion, headed right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Has him on the quick hitter. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers clinging to a 1-point lead. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now